And Tim and I came down to White, Georgia today to the Old Car City, I guess you can call it museum. Now, I'm not down here doing specific photographs. I'm down here to have fun with my photography. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to walk around and we're going to take some photographs down here and look around, just see what it's all about. So far, just looking around, it looks pretty interesting. But let's go out here and see what we can find on this 34-acre piece of property full of old junk cars. The world's largest Hot Wheel collection is in this building, okay? This is just part of what you'll see at Old Car City down here in White, Georgia. Amazing. And we just came out of paying our $30 fee to walk around this eclectic place of car aficionados. Okay, whatever you want to call it, okay? We're going to be here for a little while. Let me just show you right here. Here's the entrance. He calls it Photographer's Paradise. And we're going to walk around this place. It's 34 acres, 75 years of accumulation of old car stuff. Okay, you could call it an old junkyard. You could call it one man's love for old cars. But I tell you what, the idea behind this place is pretty amazing. So let's walk around the Old Car City in White, Georgia, and see what there is to do today. I love that bottom sign. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Who would ever thought that you could start a junkyard and charge people to come in here and take photographs of this stuff? Who would ever thought? Genius idea. Okay, I want to show you some stuff right here. I mean, we're not even a quarter of the way into this place. We're just like 5 minutes from the entrance. And just look at all this stuff, okay? I find this really interesting. He's got these cars up here. There's an American Rambler. I don't even know what kind of cars we got here. I think one of these is a Dodge Dart, maybe. I'll go around to the front side and look at those. It's pretty amazing. There's an old Honda motorcycle right here. Looks like a dream. Or it was somebody's dream. Now it looks like a wreck. Yeah, if you never visited this place, you need to really come check it out. Pretty cool. Look at that caddy right there. That's a stretch limousine. Yeah, so I came around to the front side of these cars so I could show you. Let me turn it around so you can see. So that there is an American Rambler. That looks like a Pontiac, might be a GTO, and I believe this one over here is a Dodge Dart. He's got them up on racks here. I'm not too sure. There's some reason they're up there. I don't think I'd walk underneath that. So I was sitting at home last night deciding what to bring. Now, you know, I've been on the channel a few times touting minimalist photography gear. So I pared myself down pretty thin today. I brought the Nikon Z50 Mark II and the 16-50 f2.8 lens. That's it, okay? I did bring my Ulanzi travel tripod and a small RGB light just in case I wanted to light up the interior of one of these vehicles. But that's my minimalist gear. I put all of that in my Wandred 9-liter bag, my sling bag. So that's what I'm using today in case you wanted to know. Now Tim has been here once before, maybe twice, I don't know. He's my tour guide today, so he knows these paths down through here. You can get lost. They give you a map, and the dude tries to explain the map to you, but you ain't got a clue what he's talking about. You just have to come out here and walk around the place. And I guess the map is good to kind of get your bearings. But he did show us a picture of a really cool tree somewhere on this property. And that's one of the things that we're going to seek out today, is try to find that really cool tree so we can show that to you in the video. Now this place is full of these isms, okay? If I agreed with you, we would both be wrong. Yeah, I don't get that. I seriously doubt that I'm going to continue talking on this video, because it just blows my mind. It's mind-boggling what you're seeing here. So why don't you just enjoy the photographs that I've taken today, and I'll come on back on the video when I find something interesting to tell you about, especially this tree. We're looking for this tree. We are on Main Street of Old Car City, Main Street, USA, and we were searching for the tree. Well, we found it. This is the tree of, I'm not sure what he called it now, but I'm gonna call it the tree of signs. There's signs all over that thing. Pretty cool. But this is what we were looking for back here, and we found it. Johnny Cash, 1946, 1.5 ton Ford, was used in the Murder in Coweta County movie 1983, starring Johnny Cash and Andy Griffin. Somebody stole the headlights out of it. There's a Cadillac station wagon right next to it. The Chevy station wagon. Like a Chevy, can't tell if that's a number 2 on there. It's got a 1983 license plate on it. Let's see what we get right here. And walking through this place, what you kind of get a sense for is looking for intimate details on these vehicles that are in here. I mean, anybody could stand back with a phone, an iPhone, and take a full-on body shot of a car or a truck. But being able to seek out interesting compositions, that's where a photographer, an experienced photographer's eye comes in. I'm not saying I'm an experienced photographer, but I do have a good eye. Now I'm glad that I brought the 16 to 50 f2.8 Z lens for the Z50 Mark II, because I'm shooting at f2.8 most of these photographs. A few of them I've gone to f8, but I've got it set for a shutter speed of about 1/320th of a second. I could probably go lower than that, and probably I should, because this lens has VR on it. But my ISO, I'm just letting it float, and it's kind of, the lighting back here is different in places. Like there'll be some shade and then there'll be some sunlight, so I'm letting the camera handle the ISO. I may consider dropping it back to like 1/125th of a second, just to get the ISO a little bit lower. But really, the Z50 Mark II will handle ISOs very well up to about 10,000, so that's not bad really. He's got these signs all over the property. What the hell does this one mean? Bond is power. I don't know, man. Whole bunch of isms going on here. I just took a shot of the interior of this truck in black and white, did a bracketed exposure on it. Let's have a look in the video and see what that looks like. I've just been having a ton of fun here with Tim, taking pictures of these old cars. I was raised in the 60s and 70s. Some of these I can identify with. Some of them I cannot, but most of them are probably from the 60s and 70s. It's a pretty cool place.
Something I'm experimenting with.
Man, we've been having a blast here at the Old Car City. Look at this old bus right here. Pretty cool. I just took some photographs of it. I'm gonna show you those in the video right now. And we came back here and it's got like I think it's a haunted house, what Tim says. But man, has he got the isms on this building or what? There are all kinds of signs on here. I took some photographs of them. But 10, what's that say? 10 commandments are to keep on loving. Huh. Without educating the heart, there's no education. If you see me early and diligently, you will find me. What does it mean? What does it all mean? I mean, golly. You know, you start looking at some of these signs, it's like, all right, I get it. Look here, another one of those isms, okay? You know what I think? I think the dude bought a book that's got all these isms in it and made these signs up. That's what I think. We are about the end of our Old Car City tour here in White, Georgia. And here's an old school bus right here. Let's take a look at that real quick. There's just endless compositions here. And we're here in, this is April the 24th, 2026, and we're here just as the foliage is coming out, or has come out on the trees. If you wait too long in the summer, I doubt you will get to take very many good photographs in here. So probably the winter, springtime, fall, it's probably the best time. I bet it's pretty here in the fall with the colors changing and everything. There's a lot of pine trees in here, thus the pine needles. I'm gonna get a picture of the school bus real quick. We have finished our tour of the old car city. Hope you enjoyed those photographs I took. It was a fun day of photography. Anyways, this is Ron. I am a photographer. I live in East Tennessee, but today I'm in Georgia. Y'all have a nice day now. Bye-bye. We came upstairs to view the art gallery. This is like a bonus. This guy does cup art. Let me show you that video clip right now, okay? He has a whole wall full of styrofoam cup art that he has done. He goes all the way down here. I have no clue how many cups there are, but this is really interesting. Oh my goodness. I got to show you the whole thing. I'm sorry. You've got to see the whole thing in this video. I mean, some of the look.
And pushes in to make the picture and then colors it.
I mean, look at the intricate designs on these.
Cut all the way through.
Yeah, that one's been cut all the way through. Wow. Okay. I mean, there's some of these I heard have subliminal messages. Like this one here says old car city, styrofoam cup. I don't know if he drank that many cups of coffee.
Drinks a cup every day.
Drinks a cup every day. I mean, this is just totally amazing. There are cups and cups. Look at this. This is like a floor to ceiling conglomerate of cups. My goodness.
Like we don't have any place else to put them, so let's just stack.
Yeah, we don't have any place more to stack them. Let's just stack them up on the floor. It's amazing. Look, it goes down this way too. This has got to be the world's largest cup art museum. Has to be. And one thing about it, look here. Welcome to photographers.
Oh yeah.
Paradise. 34 acres of nature and art. So maybe the old car city part, is just his drawing card so you'll come and see his art. Maybe that's what it is. The old cars bring the people in, but the real attraction here is the artwork. Man, this is something. I'm glad we walked up the steps.
Yeah.
We're gonna go check out his office next, okay? Dude has an office full of stuff. He invited us over there to check it out. Here's some more. My cup runneth over. Totally amazing. Totally amazing. The old car city. There's more. There's more cup art down here. These are more intricate. Look, he's actually etched these out. We can't have a drink in there no more, but he's actually carved these out. Will you look at that? That's amazing. Really amazing. Okay. Just giving you a view of inside here. He's got some, looks like some old NASCAR rear bumpers in here. Not only do we got the world's largest cup art collection, holy moly! Okay, I think I know how many you got. 89,000.
No.
79,000.
No.
Okay.
It was in the 40s.
Huh?
It was in the 40s. Last video I saw.
40 something.
40
It's a
something
little
thousand.
bit big. I just got 4,000 more in from Texas. Now I have 38,979. So now it's over 39.
So that include the other room too?
Yeah.
Okay, both places. That's a lot of Matchbox cars. Hot Wheels, not Matchbox or Hot Wheels.
Both.
Both.
They're mixed. Yeah, if it's all Hot Wheels, I never would have got them.
So how do people know to send you these cars? They just hear about you?
I just run it on the internet and I want to buy them.
Oh, you buy them?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Ronald Reagan, look here. Was he here?
Yeah.
No, I wish he had been here.